Hello. Welcome to another episode. I'm going to be taking over this one so you don't have to look at Justin's ugly mug.
I can't promise you that, actually.
Because he's behind the camera.
No,
As if he could not be in it.
I am going to let Beck run with this one.
Are
it's
you?
a bit different. Yeah, I am, but
Ooh,
you're not lucky enough to not see my ugly head. So anyway, back to you, dear. What's
Okay.
this all about? Let them know what we're going to
This
explain
one
throughout
is
this episode.
all about, it's a 2020 update, bit of a life update. I've got a few things written down that we want to talk about today. Basically, we're going to let you know what's been happening with us the last couple of weeks, what's been happening the last couple of months, what our plans are for this year, where we're traveling. Massive hiccup for us because, as you guys know, we're currently in this coronavirus thing that's happening in the world. We're also going to let you know what caravan we're going with, and Justin's going to touch on our new car. Honestly, we've been playing that much Uno this week. I've been averaging probably 15 games a day.
Is that all?
15 games of Uno with 3 kids, mate.
I'm at least 25.
Between
So
us,
I'm
there
up
you go.
on that. Yeah,
It's just
killing
been
it.
like such a hectic week, and our kids have been really sick.
Oh.
And Charlie, we went down to Geelong for the week to see my family and my beautiful newborn nieces who are only 2 and 3 weeks old. So we had a amazing time, but Charlie brought back some croup. And it was awful, like so
I can slide
awful. She
in
had
here.
it really, really bad. And if any parents out there have experienced croup, it absolutely sucks. And she was waking like through the night in massive panic because she couldn't breathe properly. And at one point I nearly took her to the hospital because she just couldn't get air and it was so awful. I'm rambling, sorry. But then obviously once one child gets it, all 3 gets it. So the poor buggers have been on Ready-Pred all week and Panadol and Nurofen. And now the darling husband here's got man
Awesome.
flu.
They've transferred it to me.
So anyway,
Which is shit, 'cause
yeah.
I can honestly probably count on one hand the amount of times I've been sick over the last 4 years since we've been
And
travelling.
the kids have hardly gotten
So we've
sick.
been really good, but let's go because otherwise Beck will
Yeah, sorry.
she'll carry on all day. 2020 update. This year, new car, new van. Okay, we haven't won the lotto.
No.
We are not loaded. We're not super rich. I think everyone forgets that we spend half our life in the van, half our life in the car.
Yeah.
Or probably not so much. You know, we're outside a lot. But that's all we have. We don't have a house. We
Yeah.
don't have a base. We don't have a shed. We don't do renos to our kitchen or bathroom. And we have one vehicle and we have one caravan.
We've saved our butts off for years and years prior to traveling. So we had a really good chunk of money to go traveling with. We sold our house and we still have the funds for that house.
Yeah.
So it's been a big thing for us to obviously work through YouTube and social media and things and, you know, other avenues that we have an income to pay for all of this, and we still have our nest egg, you know what I mean?
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Beck's a bit more open. I like trying to
Yeah.
keep our stuff under the hat.
I
Yes,
know,
we're not well
sorry.
off. We had good investments. We've always been savers and we're smart with our cash. Yes, we're getting some cool stuff, but we've planned for it. We're super lucky. We work with good brands in the industry. No one gives you a Land Cruiser, all right? No one gives you all this other stuff.
But if you
We
know
work
someone
hard
who
for it.
wants to give us a Land Cruiser,
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
bring it on.
Anyway, so yes, I'll keep going. New car,
Yeah, sorry.
new van. So, if you've been following the stories and that on socials, we're getting a 200 Series Land Cruiser. It's not your base model cruiser, or it pretty much is. It's a GXL, but through the guys at Pro Touring Concepts, the only way we've been able to manage this whole build is by giving it to them to project manage. That's what they do. They build these cars, they give you a turnkey package. So we've designed it with Caleb over the last few years. He done the canopy on the Mazda. So he's been sort of project managing it, sends it all away, gets everything done, and we're just about finished. It's on the Gold Coast now. It's at ARB getting stuff on. The canopy will go on next week, and then we'll spend a week or so kitting that out.
He's been sensational.
Mate, that's what they do. They build
Yeah.
79s and 200s all the time, and
So
yeah, it's great, mate. You don't have to worry about it. You just pay their invoices as they come through, and they deliver a car at the end. Ours is a bit different because I've been involved in filming it and doing a bit of a build series along the way. But as far as you know, organising fitment of gear and the conversion and all that, I don't have a clue. Caleb runs it, you know. So that's cool. The van we are getting, Beck wanted to tell you.
Do we want to save that to the end?
Nah, you're right. Well, we're going on with new gear. Oh, I'll tell it. So the new van we're getting is called they are the next level up from this van we're in now. So the other thing we want to get out to everyone is that the Willow van we're in has been our favourite van of all time, and it's suited our needs perfectly. And by that I mean the Mazda cannot tow any bigger. You know what I mean? We can't. The GCM can't handle it. The towing can't handle it. For us to be able to run around in, you know, a lower payload ute with all our gear and tow a van that up to 3200 ATM, it's been killer.
Oh my god, like the best setup. We couldn't have asked for anything. We actually wouldn't change a thing.
No, so except payload, right? So
Yeah.
Willows, it's not their market to build big ATM vans, anything bigger than 3200. It's just not their market, right? So it'll be a foot bigger, 21 foot 6, and it'll pretty much have all the same gear on it that we've got now.
Yeah.
Bit bigger spec in batteries, so we'll go up in some more amp hours.
Yeah.
Run the Enerdrive gear, a bit more
Wait.
solar, a bit more power under the
We're going to
seats.
do a full rundown on
Yeah.
it. I'm more excited about the colour scheme, but yeah.
It's all good. And Cruise Master again, we're going to up. We've learned along the way, you know. This stage we've got the off-road gear under this. Next one we're going to up spec it to the next level and go the full air control, right? I don't know. I think I'm getting a bit soft in my old age, and I can't be bothered wheeling out bloody wheel chocks anymore to level up the van. No, it's not the only reason, but it's going to be a sick rig, and we'll show you that when it all comes about. So that's car, that's van, our setup and why, you know, like we're getting.
You touched on that at the start.
I did, but
Yeah.
the other thing, I reckon one of the biggest factors that that made us consider a big ATM, like a conversion on the 200 series, is because I want to take a tinny, all right?
So
I'm a
what
mad
Justin
keen
wants,
fisho.
Justin gets.
And not happy, whatever the opposite to happy wife is. So we're getting a tinny, and we'll have a rooftop tinny, and we'll be able to do a lot of
I'm never gonna
off-grid
see you.
fishing and stuff. No,
You're
you'll
going
love
to be
it.
like
You'd be happy as, mate.
swagging it, fanging it over to some islands,
Yeah.
fishing.
It'd be sick. So anyway, we'll have tinny on the roof, and there'll be lots of cool vids coming your way with that. So I don't know, where'd we get up to? Let's talk about.
Oh, just our van's in production at the moment. We're hoping to have that in the next month.
Yeah. Well, who knows? With the
We
current
don't know.
situation with this whole health crisis, I think that's going to trickle down to a lot of different industries and whatnot. And,
Yeah, big setup.
a bit of personal, not so much personal. We've been looking over the last 4 years.
This is a life update.
This is, yeah. We've been trying to find somewhere that eventually we could either settle or use as a base camp. We don't want a house. We just want a nice block of land in a good location that is lifestyle orientated.
Yes.
So
close to the beach,
schools,
fishing.
health, value for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we think we found it. We're not going to tell you until we actually buy our block there, because we don't want it to get overrun. But we have found it, and we were almost there. We had the contracts last
Yeah,
week.
we literally signed the contracts
But
and
didn't send it back.
we didn't send it back because
Was
we
this-
literally, like, that night, all this corona stuff came out on the news.
Yeah.
We watched it all the next day and we talked about it, and Justin said, I don't think we should send the contracts back yet. Lucky it was just the weekend.
Yeah.
So I kind of had till Monday anyway. And unfortunately we decided to pull the pin, just with the uncertainty surrounded by it all, and the
Yeah.
economy and
The
everything.
recession
we
and
thought,
the housing market.
yeah, like we started to do a little bit of research into it, and we just felt that at this current moment, we should keep our money and see how it all pans out. We still know we want to buy that block or in that area.
Yep.
And we can always come back to it later in the year or next year, and it's not a priority right now, but we're glad we've found that area.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So we'll just keep our eye on it and watch what's happening
Yeah.
with the world affairs. So there you go. That's cool. And then we can tell you where it is. And you can check it out for yourself, because we've looked at so many different places around the country.
It's such value
And
for
it is
money.
just value for
Oh
money.
my God.
And yeah, we love it. We love it.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit devoed that we sort
Yeah.
of put it on the back
We're
burner,
just
but
really
we also weren't confident with the
Yeah.
current financial stuff. So
We're just really keen to get a base, aren't
yeah,
we?
we are.
Anyway.
Current stuff, everyone's going to ask, what are you doing with this van? What are you doing with the car? They're both sold. We've still got them, but I've got people that are mad keen on it. They've both paid deposits, and they will pick up in the next, probably in 2 weeks and 3 weeks. So we're sort of going to have a little bit of a changeover period where we're going to be homeless, which means we will be without a caravan. So we'll see what happens. We'll either hang out at my parents maybe, or we'll swag it for a while, or and we're hoping it's only going to be 1 to 2 weeks.
But we'll see what happens. Anything else?
I think that's it.
I just had on there that my laptop.
Oh, I can't even be a part of this, honestly.
I had the kids sitting up here.
It makes me so angry.
Mate, it makes me so angry.
Oh, here we go. It's all you, mate.
I'm really pissed off at myself.
Oh.
Anyway, Justin bangs on to me all the time.
All the time.
Don't ever let the kids have drinks near the computer. And I've been really good for like 2 years. And I sat the kids down with a smoothie while they were watching a movie on the laptop, and Charlie smacked it over, went all over my laptop, and it's now at the computer doctor. So awesome. I'm just hoping I can get everything off the hard drive, because I've been working on something at the moment, and I've put a lot of work into it. So I'm just so freaking angry. Anyway,
you're angry.
I'm got positive vibes. Hoping to get that back at the end of the week. Anyway, any other news, babe?
Probably not. No, just from now, like we're getting a lot of people ask us what the hell's going on and what should we do on our travels and caravanning, and can we get into caravan parks? Well, we have no bloody idea. We're in the same boat as everyone else.
Just to let you know, 2020 our plans were to do the Gibb River Road, Arnhem Land and Cape York.
All gone.
If you'd seen on our social media, I posted something about that it's looking like the Gibbs potentially being shut down for the season. They're looking at closing. Isn't that what I just said?
You said the Gibbs.
Oh, sorry, the Cape, which is a roll-on effect. You know what I mean? Arnhem Land,
any sort of remote communities are going to get axed.
The Indigenous
tourism.
Communities are at risk. So basically, we've resigned ourselves to the fact that is not happening, and we're just going to have to rejig our plans this year.
It's all good.
It'll be fine. We've tossed up maybe doing like the Darling Murray run, the Darling Murray River, and South Coast New South Wales, which obviously after the bushfires needs a lot of tourism there.
And there's a lot of cool sort of inland dams and impoundments coming from Brisbane, even right up to sort of Cairns, you know, like there's all these dams and stuff where we can go red clawing and bass fishing and catch yellowbelly and barra, stuff that we've never done, and stuff that I'll be able to do now because I've got a tin here. It'll be sick. Maybe even Caravan Gorge, we haven't been out there, so we'll go and check that out too. But it's a bugger. We had so many cool plans.
We did.
But that's all right. We're sort of already in our head. We're just like, oh, that's next year, done.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sorted. That's right. 2021.
Loop around the bottom and go and hit it all next year.
Yeah.
So
can you tell he's frothing on his tinny?
I'm pretty stoked.
It'd
be better if I could actually speak.
Yeah.
You know.
I reckon he's frothing about getting away from us all, and
be good. Me and the lads.
I'm going to make a rule: you have to take one child.
I think you'll be okay with it as long as I catch fish.
Yes, that's the deal.
That's the hard part about this. There's going to be so many people expecting me to get a lot of fish.
And you're a shit fisherman.
And I'm a shit fisherman. Anyway, all right. I think that's it. I've got so much content to put out with this new car. I'm going to have a little build series around it. So it's going to be pretty cool for those people who are really interested in it and want to know how and why and when and how much it costs. To give you a sneak peek at the cost, if the blokes out there want to buy one, cover your missus' ears now, because it is that $1,000 build, all right? So that scares the out of me when I say that. But we're at the stage where we needed to upgrade our car anyway. To build another car like ours was going to cost us 100 plus, and we'd still have the same issues and limitations of small payload and brake towing capacity as we do now, right? So we just bit the bullet and went, this is what we do. We've got a few more years of making vids and traveling and doing whatever. And
plus our kids are getting big. Like they can't fit in the back of the Mazda BT50. You've got to remember that's like our second home in there. We store a lot of stuff in there. It's just becoming too small for our family.
Not no more. It's sick, mate.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I've driven it once without a tray on and it was mental. It's like a race car. It was so much fun.
Does it have the boost thing?
Not boost, it's just got a tune.
Like, no, but isn't it got a button? It goes,
just the factory Toyota thing has like a power button.
Yeah, that's
and you can hit that, and it's like having like an extra race car mode. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Anyway, it'll slow it up a bit once we get the canopy and stuff on. We'll be a bit heavier, but she'll still have plenty of go. All right,
cool.
I'm gonna leave. I reckon we want to know your thoughts about this whole situation, coronavirus, all that sort of stuff.
We're in a good position actually because we don't have to pull our kids out of school. We can head remote if there's a lockdown.
We're used to doing that sort of stuff on our own.
Yeah, we can isolate ourselves pretty easily, to be honest.
But give us your comments and feedback. Tell us what you think. Oh, and also any info you want to see, because one thing we love about this series is we get a lot of feedback from you guys about info you want to know. Like you go, oh, tell us a bit more about this, and I write all these things down and I eventually get to them throughout videos, you know. So if you keep watching the vids, you'll see a lot of info that viewers and audience ask, and we can get that sort of stuff through to you. So anything about the new Caravan, lifestyle, this year's plans, all that sort of stuff, hit us up, we'll get back to you. And I suppose we've got to do the obligatory YouTube thing. Hit the like and subscribe button. Drop a comment, thumbs up. And it's cool. We got such a cool audience. It's a great little, what's the word? Community. It is. It's nice. And we really appreciate it.
And sorry you had to look at our ugly mugs for like the last
I know. I said at the start they weren't going to look at me much.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
pretty sure I just talked through
We'll
the
be
whole
on
thing.
like the big screens too.
Anyway,
we'll get the kids in to say goodbye.
Oh, they're busy. The kids are so bored, by the way.
They're so bored.
We've had so much rain. Oh.
And they've been so sick that we obviously haven't, they haven't been to skate parks or playgrounds, and they're just,
Anyway.
Bring on healthy kids.
It's all good.
Bring it on.
And don't worry, we're not going to make a habit of doing vids like this.
No.
This will probably be the only one that we do, like once a year maybe.
Justin's been like literally working all week with the car and everything, so
yeah, I'm so busy
filming
running around.
And it's just been me in the rat bag, so yeah,
there you go.
Anyway, that's our little life update for you, 2020 update. Big things to come. New car, new van, some sweet destinations
and cool vids. And the same people. Please don't think we've changed or we've done whatever. We're going to be the same bogans doing the same vids.
We are bogans.
Yeah. Pretty much just think of it as we're doing an extension or a renovation to our kitchen, like someone with a house would do. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. We're no better off than anyone else. We
don't even have a house.
You guys are way ahead of us. You don't have a bloody house. We don't have a house.
All right, catches.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Did you just give me the finger?
Well,
hardly. Can't do that.
Well, you talk too much. Jesus. Hello. Welcome to another episode. We're very excited. Okay, that was shit. Sorry.
Why did you talk through here?
What do you think?
It looks like a microphone.
It is a
microphone. You're going to do some singing? Sing.
Tornata.
Let it go. Let it go.
Tornata.
Good catch.
And our new Caravan is a Sunseeker. That was terrible.
It was. You're not a game show host.
Yeah. That actually sounded like a game show host. And our new Caravan is a Sunseeker.
When your life